Testing 1 2 3, 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 testing 1 2 3. Oh man, my God. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay, great. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna be more productive today. I'm gonna get some stuff done. Already been running a lot of errands. I just went to the doctor for 2 days in a row to drop off a take-home test. And this was a 2-day errand back-to-back, but today was the last day that I had to run to the doctor. It was with her husband. How you doing? So maybe hopefully sometime in the future I might be switching up the games a little bit with the help of another computer. We'll have to see what's gonna happen with that because I'm still trying to set it up. It was what's up, husband, how you doing? How many days has it been? I had to go to the doctor 2 days in a row back to back. Here's what happened. I had a take-home test that I had to do. I had a take-home test and I had to pick up the test, do the test, and drop it off. So this was like a 2-day errand that I had to run 2 days back to back. It was quite involved. But today was the last day. And I actually got a decent amount of sleep last night, but I woke up really groggy. But yeah, I'm gonna be really busy today. I'm gonna continue to be really busy. I'm gonna try to be really productive today and get some stuff done because I have a stacked amount of days. Hey, what's up? How's it? How you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Yeah, have you been getting my messages? I haven't heard from you in a while. I just want to make sure that you're getting my messages. How am I feeling? Today's a good day. Today is a relatively good day. I don't always have good days. Today is a pretty good day. So I did a take-home test, but I'm kind of exhausted though. I did a take-home test from the doctor, and I had to pick it up yesterday. I had to do the test today and drop it off, and today was the last day. I had to run to the doctor 2 days in a row, basically. Okay, I want to make sure you're getting them because I'm like, are you getting the messages? Okay. Okay. I want to be massaged by the huge father dam. Just kidding, I'm not very social. I feel... I'm gonna be really busy. I gotta get some stuff done. So I'm gonna be like multitasking a lot here. I'm gonna be heavily multitasking. I'm gonna add to this zoo soon. I should be getting some more games in the future up here. There's some more games that I could multitask with in the future. I could possibly get some more games up here in the future. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I haven't set this up yet, but I'm gonna be outsourcing some games to, I'm gonna basically be outsourcing computing power to a couple of other machines. I have a couple other, are you okay tonight, Jonathan? My name is not Jonathan, but I'm okay. My real life name is not Jonathan. Yeah, I know, where the hell is Trust? Yeah, I know, this person, has given me the nickname Jonathan the Orc. I am apparently Jonathan the Orc now. Yeah, I know, right? My name is Long John. Yeah, my name's Long John. Long John Silver. It's like Long John Silvers. Long John Silvers. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm blushing now. Oh, wow. Damn. Oh yeah, this voice modifier glitch is sometimes really bad. Now, if people ask, I will tell them, of course, it's real sarcastically just to see how they react. I'm like, of course it's real. It's like a very sarcastic and short, curt response. I just like to see how people react. I like to see if I can convince people it's real just to see how they react. I love seeing how people react. Like, that's my whole thing, is like seeing how people react. And like, if you stick around, I know if you stick around long enough, you can tell it's fake. If you're not just scrolling briefly, I know you could tell it's fake, but you're not scrolling briefly. Because it glitches, it gives me away. The problem with it is it gives me away, it glitches. So that would shut down any skepticism, because I know it glitches. I know, but every time I say it seems to make you chuckle, and that's worth it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're welcome. I have... Yeah. I know that was Easter, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You should let people join the live, let me up there. Yeah, I don't let random people just join in because I've had issues with trolls in the past. Yeah, I've had issues with trolls in the past, so... The problem is, I could let somebody in the live stream and they might, like, try to dox me, or they might, like... They might try to, like, expose, like, they might try to, like, out me or something like that, or try to like ambush, maybe even ambush interview me. I've had so many issues with trolls, so that's why I don't let random people up here. And I usually like to be able to listen to stuff on my computer, like um. But if it's somebody I know, I'm fine with it. If like I know you, like if I've like vetted you. I have to like vet people before like I am not gonna let like any random person up here. Well, that's my stance as of now anyways. I know there is plenty of creators that do that. Would you let me up? I'm going to wear my Satan outfit and be on mute. Yeah. Let me see what the hell is going on with TikTok Studio because I'm multitasking. Um, if you're ever in any company, just ask me. I'll join about me. Yeah, I usually just like to keep it confined to what I'm doing here because I'm like multitasking heavily and like doing other things at the same time. But yeah, if I vet enough people, I may be able to have some streams where I let people up, but it'll have to be like on my terms, you know? Oh, thank you. I'm getting a lot of comments. but I'm not able to keep up with the comments, sorry. I know a lot of people are saying things, I'm not able to keep up with everything, sorry. How am I? Yeah, I know, I always let the animals out. Um, I'm doing better than I was before. I went to the doctor 2 days in a row, because, um, I did, a take-home test, and I had to take it over there today, so it was like a 2-day thing. Yeah. I'm kinda tired, though. I'm tired. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. I'm trying to multitask the best I can on a live stream anyway. Uh, yeah, I know. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I wish there was text-to-speech for, like, the TikTok comments so I could hear the comments being read to me. It would be much easier to keep up, but I have to actually, look at the comments, and the text is kinda small too. I have to look at... Oh, I can make the comments a little bit bigger. Okay, that helps. But then I am going to probably have a harder time keeping up with each of them as they roll in. Oh, you can make the text really big. Okay, I can at least make the text bigger. Yeah, I wish that the TikTok studio had text-to-speech, because if it did, I could better keep up with the comments. Beast Mel is safe. You mean Mel is like a safe person? Like if I were to let them up, it would be safe? Well, Julie, I've known you for a long time. Okay, I've known you for a long time, so I trust your opinion. Okay, if Julie says you're safe, then you're probably safe. I'm okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, all I do is talk about fictional men. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I never let anyone up before, actually, but, yeah, like, people that, like, I tell them that I could let them up, but, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll follow you back. Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw your bio. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, the warning sign, I know. I gotta, like... Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe next live we can all join and have a sister wife stream. Yeah, exactly. Yippee. Okay, well... Yeah, I never talked to anybody on TikTok live before, so... Like, actual, like, let people join up and talk to them, so... I admit, if you join up, Mel, I'm gonna be kinda nervous, I admit. I admit I'm gonna be nervous. But just a little bit, because I haven't done it before. Just because I haven't done it before. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would be a first. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I can let you up right now. Yeah, I'll let you up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear you, though. I need to turn down the music I'm playing in the background. Okay, I cut down all my background fees. I've never let anybody live before. You're first. I've never done this before for anybody, so... Yeah, you're special because I've never let anybody in. And, I have to, like, vet people and get to know them really well, but, yeah, the account I appear where Guy Trio is, yeah, I know her really well, and, I've known her for, like, 4 years, and she's, like, my top mod. So if she says that someone's safe, I'll, trust her opinion. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out my wind, because I want to make sure that you're... Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, someone said that, Julie said that she can't hear you. Yeah, people are saying they can't hear you. I can hear you, but the other people can't hear you. I wonder what's going on. I know you said that this is the best night of your life and that you're so honored. I know that's what you just said. So for those who can't hear her, that's what she just said. Yeah, Sabrina, Mella's a gift. I don't know. I'm getting to know you. I don't know. I'm getting to know you, but Mella's a fan. Yeah. Because I've never done it before. Now, I used to go live on a reality app, and I used to let people join all the time on Instagram. I used to let people join all the time on Instagram and reality app, but I didn't have like a problem with trolls. I only had a problem with trolls recently, so yeah. But most of that's past. I'm past most of that right now, anyways. Multi-guest one. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, can everyone hear Mel? I'm gonna stop speaking and let you speak. Okay, can everybody hear Mel? Wow. You know, I have a stream monitor. I'm gonna see if I can hear you on my stream monitor, but my earbuds are like my earbuds are actually inaccessible for my stream monitor. That's lovely. Oh, Julian says that he can't hear you. What the hell is going on? Yeah, I know, because I can hear you just fine. I can hear you, but Julian can't. I'm just using TikTok Studio only, so I don't know what's going on. I opened up a stream monitor, so I'm gonna see if I can hear you on a stream monitor on a Chrome browser. Yeah, I can't hear you on the stream monitor. They're correct that your audio is not coming through. They're correct. I've never had a guest before, so this is really because I've never had a guest before, and now I know that there's an issue with audio. Shit. Um. Okay, we're having technical difficulties. Okay, tell me now you can hear her. Nope, you're still not coming through. You're still not coming through. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think people like Dean use TikTok Studio. I think Dean Withers used TikTok Studio, and I think that he's able to have guests just fine. I might have to do a mobile phone stream to have guests better. I might have to use like a mobile phone stream, but I'd have to go out of my way for that and plan it out. I would have to go out of my way and plan that out. It would have to be planned out. Yeah, I think maybe it has to be a phone stream for this to work. Oh wait, I figured out the problem. Hold on, I got it! My desktop audio's not on, my system audio's not on. I don't have desktop audio enabled. If I had desktop audio enabled, her voice would come through. I gotta have my desktop audio enabled and then her voice will come through. If I had desktop audio on, her voice would've came through. Okay, see, she's the guinea pig, unfortunately. Unfortunately, she's the guinea pig. I figured out what the problem is. If I have guests on, I have to turn on desktop audio, so that means I can't have any other audio streams. I can't be listening to anything else. She just said if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so upset. But it was actually, yeah, it's actually because I don't have desktop audio on. So I'm thinking TikTok Studio uses desktop audio to transmit voices from guests. Cause I thought it would be like OBS and just transmit the audio. You know, like in OBS you can transmit audio without actually having to hear it. You know, but TikTok Studio is not like that. I don't know if that person gave up. I'm gonna message that person. I think I figured out what the problem is. I'm gonna message them. Oh man, that's just too bad. She was just trying to troubleshoot with me and say hello, so not much was said. Not that much was said that she said she was really happy to come on and she was really excited. But she probably gave up. It's because I don't have desktop audio on because I've never had any guests before, so unfortunately she was the guinea pig. Okay, I'm gonna message her right now. She was the guinea pig, unfortunately.
Hello?
Okay, let's see if people can hear Mel now. Okay, speak.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, you're coming through now. I
Yes!
heard you on my stream
Yes!
monitor.
Yes!
It was
Yes!
my fault. I didn't have desktop audio on. Okay.
Let's
Whoa!
go! Oh,
Not
sorry.
100% my fault. It's just TikTok Studio set up very poorly. A lot of streamers hate TikTok Studio. Yeah, I like OBS better because OBS doesn't have these kind of issues, but I had to troubleshoot as well, and I figured out, wait a minute, I don't have desktop on, but I can hear her. If I turn on my desktop audio on, that's guaranteed that her audio will transmit, because if I can hear her and I turn that desktop audio on, then the audio is
I
guaranteed to transmit. That's a guaranteed fix.
I am so happy to be a guinea pig for you, dude. This was such an experience.
Yeah, you're the guinea pig.
I was such a
So
guinea
if
pig. Was
I
I a
do
good
this
guinea pig?
again with somebody else,
You have been granted the respect of being the first. Yes! Oh, I feel honored. I people didn't hear me the first time when I joined, but I
yeah, no.
found 8 Foot Beast literally on a fucking whim when I was, I think, trying to go to sleep one night. He he just came up
Yeah,
on
that's
my
how people find me.
feed, and it was so funny. And it was the first stream on TikTok that I genuinely stayed and like interacted with for like, I think, like a good hour. And I showed my I if it was This wasn't weird, okay? I didn't do it in a weird way, but I didn't know when I was gonna see your live next. So I screen recorded it to show my boyfriend later, and he was like, "Oh, so this is your new niche?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, it is." And then now I just wait for you to come up every time I'm like scrolling the internet.
I invented a new niche. I guess I invented this or something. I guess
Yes,
I invented a niche or something like that.
yes,
Yeah, because there was nobody that was this unique before.
I showed my boyfriend when we were like on a date one day, and I was because I was driving and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot to tell you, you need to go into my photos right now. You need to see who this guy is." And he
Yeah.
thought it was so funny. No, the last time I saw you, you were like dancing, I think for Easter, but I didn't know why, and I was like, "This is cool."
Right, because I was trying to do a special Easter stream that would be kind of unique, and I came up with something kind of funky. I came up with something on the
Yeah.
fly.
You know
Um,
what? I can respect
so I
it.
was
I respect
just
it.
yeah. Oh, thank you. I
This
really
is
appreciate that.
yeah, of course. It was when he was stream VR. Start working for the VR forest. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I
No,
did
okay.
multiple VR4 streams actually. I did multiple ones.
I think I think what makes this better for me is because obviously I'm chronically like on TikTok. It's like an addiction at this point. So as I'm scrolling, obviously I get like a bunch of other lives and they really like piss me. I don't know what I can say that like won't get me banned, but like they really piss me off because when I do see like other
Yeah.
VR people, it's always them. Nothing wrong with furries, love the furry community, but it's always them looking like some sort of sexy dog or fox, and they're just actively just
Oh.
they're
Oh,
just
okay.
actively
Okay.
trying to, you know what I mean, they're just trying to be like, "Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Hey," and I'm like
Well, I had a werewolf persona in high school, but you were saying that TikTok is oversaturated with only one type of content, am I right? Or a few
yes,
types, right? That
100%.
dominate? There's like this
Yes,
oversaturation, yeah.
and if it's
Yeah.
not that, it's like either those fake lives where they're just like, "Oh my god, guys, this totally comfortable satin blanket is now on sale for $1. You should get it." And then you click on it and it's fucking nut. And I'm like, "Okay, so you're just lying to me. I'm going to keep scrolling now." And this was like, "Oh, he 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 has the old Windows background and a funky guy doing stuff on his shoulder. This is way better than what I'm used to seeing."
Oh, you came here really recently then. Then you
Yes,
came here really recently, because I've only had, yeah, the funky guy that you're talking about doing stuff on my shoulder, I've only had that as of very recently, like only for maybe like a month. So
yes,
you came here very recently. Okay,
yes,
you're
yes,
very
I did.
recent. Yeah, because I've had a long history actually. I've had quite a long history. I've actually been streaming since like 2021.
Oh wow,
Um, and I've been actually doing this for a long time, but
I love that
um,
fucking.
like my setup was not the way it is now.
No, yeah, I like the funky guy more. I guess Jonathan's kind of cool or something. I don't know. He's just there, low key. I don't know. You're just kind of there. The funky guy though. He's always I believe he's playing the Zoo Tycoon instead. I believe that. I think the last time I was here, it was
Yeah, I got that idea from Bonzi Buddy. I figured, oh, I'm gonna try to put Bonzi Buddy on my screen, but You
No, it
know,
was Bonzi Buddy. I
I
think
didn't
that
want
was
to
when I
actually
first
run the
saw him.
program.
I think it was Bonzi Buddy. It was a I think it was a purple rabbit or something. I forget the last time when I first came on, and then it turned
Oh,
into like a
Bonzi.
wizard.
Yeah, I do have Bonzi. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
actually have Bonzi. I do actually have that one.
I remember, and then I remember you kept changing it, and it went to like a wizard and some other
Yeah, I have the
things
wizard
too.
too. Yeah, I changed them out. I like to change them out. Yeah, I
Anyway,
have Clippy
I'm
too.
about to
I
go to
have
bed.
several of them. What?
I was sorry. I tend to sometimes I tend to interrupt, so I'm sorry. By the way, I don't like mean it, but I also the last
Oh,
time I
you're
was
good.
here,
I do the same thing.
yeah, the last time I was here, you were act. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought it was so funny because the first time I joined, you just kept saying, "Yeah, I need to go to bed," and you just didn't go to bed. Said you were saying like, "Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment,"
Yeah, that's the
and I
way
was
I am. I'll say that I'm going to bed like 12 times if I actually go to bed. I never actually go to bed. Like, I'll say it like 12 times I'm going to bed over and over and over again, and then I actually go back after like the 12th time of saying that.
I was like, should I keep tally now? Because you kept saying like, yeah, I'm just multitasking. I should be going to bed because I have a doctor's appointment. And I was like, okay, then go to
Yeah, and I didn't do it. Yeah, exactly. I've been having a hard time sleeping this year, so it's because I have a hard time sleeping. So I'm taking a magnesium supplement and melatonin, but like this year has been
what I usually take is Z-Quil. I take Z-Quil to go to sleep, and I take like if I take the full 30 milligram, is it milliliters or it's probably milliliters. Is it? I don't know.
milligrams, unless it's liquid.
Milligrams. If I if I it's liquid. It is liquid. If I if whatever,
Uh-huh.
if I take the full cap that it recommends, which is like 30, I I am able to go to sleep and it knocks me out, but I'll have like my entire body feels like it's a it's like full of TV static and I feel like I'm having a panic attack, so I have to take like half of it. But it usually knocks me out pretty well. I'd be taking Tresdal. I'm so happy that I was
Yeah.
told that I was safe. This I'm my literally I don't know what no wait, I did say what video you saw. My most popular one was mind you, I don't know if you also looked at it, but my most popular video that I have on my account was I was literally sitting in my car during lunch for my job and it was just like, oh, just be yourself. And I was like, I did, and now you know I'm a monster fucker. And that blew up way too fast.
Yeah, maybe what I can do is like maybe check out people's profiles because yeah, you don't know all my history, you're very new, but I have a very long history and yeah, the reason why I don't like I'm very careful about who I let on because I had people there are some people unfortunately that got a hold of my personal information and have
Oh
uh
shit.
like in some cases, like they've tried to dox me, or like sometimes they might successfully dox me, and I just have to like
What
be
the
like
fuck?
not, I just try to be very careful with how I
No,
respond to
yeah.
it, and then I'll just quietly have to block people. And I've had a very long history with getting trolled. And it's not as bad nowadays, but it used to be really bad. Like a year ago, it
What the
was
fuck?
like 2 years ago, it was really bad.
Yeah. I am so sorry. What I don't think that you did anything, but what did you it's one of those things like what did you have to do to fucking get dogs? Like you don't like I
Yeah, so here's what happened. I had I had an old social media account where I did do a face reveal, and all this stuff is taken down now. It's been privatized, but I had old social media accounts that were like indirectly connected to my brand and my character where I did reveal my face, and I had a lot of like personal posts on there. So people with nefarious intentions saw that, and they
Nefarious.
decided to do the absolute worst with that situation, just some people just wanting to be a piece of shit. And like there are also
Yeah.
people that picked up on like me being so I used to be very socially awkward when I first started streaming. Like 2 years
Okay.
ago I used to be more socially awkward, and I used to share a lot about my life. In fact, I used to like overshare about my life, and there were some people like, oh yeah, this person's definitely got the tism. This person's got the tism. I'm gonna just be the worst piece of shit ever and be a bully and pick on them. I'm just gonna take out my frustrations on them because I
That's
know
fucking
that
stupid.
they won't do anything about it. They'll put up with it. Yeah, I know they'll take it. So that's kind of like what happens. And then it's not as bad now. It's not as big of a problem now, but every once in a while they do come in and
Well, if I ever
yeah. So
like make you uncomfortable or anything, you straight up tell me and I will like back
okay.
off because I also like if anything,
Yeah, that's
even
what
if
they were
like
trying
you
to
don't
do. Yeah. Yeah,
um
which she just typed in the comments. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to
yeah.
make me into that. And I
Oh
had a lot
Lord.
of supportive people around me who were able to help me deal with that so that I could kind of quell it down. But the big mistake was the old social media accounts were a big mistake. That was a
Mm,
huge mistake. But of course there's no undo button for that. Like once you do that, you can't undo it. So um but I've been able to move forward.
yeah.
I had
And that's
to
all you can
like,
do too.
yeah, it's taken me a while. I've moved forward. It's just taken me like quite a while to like, recover from it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
YouTube
so
was
sorry.
where things were really bad. Yeah,
Still
I've done a
I
lot better on TikTok. So I used to multi-stream on YouTube and TikTok. So,
okay.
it's always been better on TikTok, but sometimes I would stream on YouTube and then they would get notified for YouTube and then they would come here to TikTok.
Mm,
But I've had them sometimes still just come to TikTok. But like when I first started, I took a 6 month hiatus because there was a glitch with TikTok Studio restricting my content, so I took a 6 month break. So after my 6 month hiatus in fall, they came here for like a little bit, but it was like kind of spread out over like different times. But that's wild. YouTube is usually less toxic. Yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't the case for me. There was like a cesspool of like people there who were just very
oh yeah, that's
toxic.
true. You can really just say anything on TikTok. So it's just no, I'm so sorry. Like I'm still trying to get tested, but for autism and stuff, but I have like ADHD and like I'm really bad with certain like social cues and stuff. But like that's even when I was like younger, I'm like, why
Okay,
is
so
that? Like,
yeah.
why is that a reason to like
Yeah, the
bully
thing that's messed
someone?
up that I found out is some of these people who were trolling me, some of these people have autism themselves or they're neurodivergent themselves, but they to make themselves because they grew up, I'm sure they grew up in a very ableist environment. I'm sure they grew up with their parents shaming them and people shaming them and bullying them. So to lift themselves up, they like to basically pick on other people to like lift themselves up
I
even though
know,
they're
and
disabled them they have the you know they some of them actually do have neurodivergence themselves, but they like to just um like put down others on who are also on the spectrum, pick on others who are on the spectrum so they can make themselves feel better.
like I can say
It's
I
just
think a part of my life maybe when I was like in high school and like middle school, I maybe did that to certain people, but like after now like growing up and like I'm like I'm 23 years old. Like I just turned 23 like 2 months ago and it's like you're I could never, especially with like I'm not going to say what my job is, but like I deal like in and out with those type of people like every day. Some who are worse than others, like on the spectrum, saying worse like quote, but You know, like, I would never think to be like, you know, you don't, it costs nothing to be nice. And that's like my biggest gripe with the entire world. Like, it literally costs nothing to just believe in like everyone having like peace and being nice and being that change for that person, because you literally never know what that person is going through. And you being mean, like, on top of that, could literally make that person spiral. And that's talking as a person who literally spirals sometimes, like, can go through a spiral over the littlest things. It really makes me upset. Like, all, like, I'm so, like, tired, especially of Twitter. Oh my god. Twitter, do not even get me started on that.
Yeah, Twitter is where a lot of this. Yeah, Twitter. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of toxicity on Twitter, but I've noticed that there's like a similar type of toxicity on YouTube, especially in comment sections.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
It's like I go on Twitter at this point for like a very few reasons, but like one of my friends, my childhood friends is on there, and he mostly like responds on there. Like, we have like a group chat, me and my boyfriend and him. And that's like one of the main reasons that I keep it. But like, Twitter is the only place that you can say, hey, like, being a PDF is, like, is bad. And there were people be in the fucking comments like, well, what even considers being a PDF? And what even, I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's, especially when it comes to like the anime community and stuff like that. Like, I see so much stuff that it's like, are you really gonna sit here and fight with me over how looking at this anime girl being sexualized is bad, is not bad? You're gonna tell me it's not bad? It's it's like I see so much stuff all the time, and it's starting to like really drain me. And so, like, honestly, it's one of the reasons why I can like really um like respect what you're doing, because it's like I can see, especially what you just said, like I can understand how hard it is. But like, just to be like a full chill, like, it's funny with your character just playing Zoo Tycoon, it's like I feel like this is like the piece that some people need. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Ugh. Dude, I am snug as a bug in a rug right now. I am under my covers. This is great.
yeah. I don't know if I have really much more else to say at the moment, but I guess I could talk about. I guess I could talk about my story more with just like my timeline in regards to like being on. Yeah, I mean, other platforms are one thing because I started out on Instagram live and those live streams were wild. Because I was
Oh
when
yeah.
I first started streaming, I was like letting random people in, and those live streams are kind of wild. And I would just see a bunch of like people showing their faces, and back then my whole voice filter thing was a lot worse back then. I sounded a lot more muffled. I actually started out with a text to speech voice, kind of like what Marcus does, Marcus the Worm. That's what I started
Mm,
out with. I started out with something like what Marcus the Worm has, with text to speech.
okay.
On VR chat in 2020, that's how things really started. But then I started figuring out like the whole thing with like the voice filters and how to do voice modification. But I had a very crappy setup back like way back in 2021. My setup was not really that great, but I
Way
had just
back in
started
2021, my
streaming.
setup was not really that
And
great. I
like I
had just
started out
started
on
streaming,
Instagram
so
as I mentioned
not
before,
really that great.
and
I
oh, I'm
started
echoing in the
streaming, so
background.
not really that great. in
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was that me? What happened?
Yeah, I was
Was that
echoing
me? What
on your
happened?
speakers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was
Was that me? What
echoing on your
happened?
speakers.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if it's gonna echo, so... Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to be echoing. Okay. But I can still talk, though, about, like, what my story with live streaming. Honestly, I should do a blog post about this. My story with live streaming. I should do a blog post. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, because you're the first person I never let guess up usually, and you know why. You know why. I have to really vet people, but when my mod, Julie, well, Julie isn't just any mod, so to speak. I've known Julie for like 4 years. So if she says that someone's okay, I trust her opinion. Like, we know each other really well. Like, I trust her opinion. Like, she's my friend. Like we know each other very well. So I trust her. I will trust her opinion. If she says someone's okay. So she's really the reason why I let you on, because she said you're okay. That's the reason why I let you on, because of her saying you're okay. I commend you for putting yourself out there despite your setup not being super refined. Right. My setup wasn't super refined. It wasn't super refined back then. Yes. And yeah, I had a terrible voice filter. My voice filter used to be terrible. It was so bad. It was terrible. And I was going on VR chat with it. I sounded muffled. It was terrible. When I started out with was terrible. The problem is the pitch was set way too low. The pitch filtering was set way too low. We're talking about like, I don't remember how many decibels, but it was set way too low. I was trying to go for the lowest audible thing while still being barely understood. That's what I was going for. It was bad. Okay, it was really bad. It was really bad. I have to head off to sleep because work in the morning, but I need to know something. Is that you in your profile picture? Yeah, that's my cosplay. So that's supposed to represent my character that I have here. That's supposed to represent my character, but it's the main difference I've noticed is that cosplay is green. So like the mask is green. Okay, the main difference is that the mask is green. Yeah, it's supposed to be this but green. That's what the intent was. Basically this but green. But yeah, some people have pointed out there's some key differences in that mask. Like that mask looks a lot more like Squidward, but the main thing is the mask was green. The character on the mask was green. So I was like, I'm not really skilled in like airbrushing painting or anything like that back then. This was 2021. I wasn't that skilled back then, so I decided I decided that I just decided to go with the green. I decided to go with the green. But yeah, I should probably do like a whole blog story. Maybe I should do another blog post about my timeline with live streaming, because I've actually been streaming for a long time. So I've had several years to refine things. But I used to be like a lot more socially awkward when I started streaming, until like what kind of broke the social awkwardness was getting trolled. Actually broke the social awkwardness, because I had to like people around me pointed out like what specifically I had to do to about the trolling situation, because I had hundreds of them coming in. Just blocking didn't work, because they would make another account and another and another. You know, so I had to do something very specific. I also spoke with someone working in PR about like marketing. The problem is, I had to reevaluate my marketing. I had to reevaluate my branding. So That's part of how I got here to like the whole retro aesthetic, the whole Windows XP aesthetic, and what I'm doing now. That's a huge part of how I got here was just like trying to brand myself differently and truly stand out because I was only doing a dungeon background, but I wanted to have something that people could relate to more other than just the character alone. I wanted to have something that was more relatable than just the whole character and the voice alone because I just needed to do something different. I just apparently I needed not completely different, but I just needed to like refine my brand more. I needed to refine things more. I have a marketing degree and a PR degree, by the way. So I got a lot of insight from those programs. And before I started doing this on the internet, I already had taken a lot of marketing classes, but I've always been a creative, like since childhood. Yes. I've always been a creative since childhood, so I've always been wanting to find a way to get an outlet on the internet. Like since childhood, I've been trying to get an outlet on the internet. Yeah, thank you. I've been trying to get the outlet on the internet since I was a child. Since I was very young. Because the internet like just came out around the time I was born. It just came out, so like the internet was new back then. But I spent like my whole life on the internet pretty much. I was a chronically online kid. I was a kid that was like chronically online. This is so iconic. Oh, thank you. So after Instagram, I went to Reality app. I spent some time on Reality app a little bit because you get a VTuber set up right in Reality app. So I was going live there for a while, and a lot of people found out about me through Reality app. And some people who subscribed to my channel on YouTube were from Reality app. And then that's why I had some people on YouTube Live when I started out over there because of Reality app. But there was a point where Reality app just wasn't really bringing in the views anymore. It wasn't really bringing in people, and I wasn't growing. There just was a point where it wasn't growing anymore. So that's when I went to I moved on to YouTube Live. It was like both Instagram and Reality app were just dead at some point. And I also got this VTuber avatar around that time too. Because for the longest time I didn't have a VTuber avatar. I did not have an avatar for the longest time. I had to work with whatever else was out there and just kind of put something together. I just had to be like a vulture and just scrap things together with what was already out there existing until I had the commission done. I had to wait a very long time to have the commission done. I had to save up. I had to have things clearly drawn out. I had to just wait a very long time. So around the time I got on YouTube Live, I had the whole VTuber avatar and the VR chat avatar that was done. So when that transition was made, those commissions were done. And then I got 1,000 followers on TikTok. Not too long after I started going live on YouTube. It was around like maybe 6 months later. I got around 1,000 followers on TikTok, or maybe it was 3 months later. It was not too long after. And then that's when I started out on TikTok when I got 1,000 followers. And then I would go live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. And then I would start rapidly growing. Then I started really exploding in growth. I started exploding rapidly, and that's when I refined the whole voice modifier. I refined it. That's when I refined the whole thing with pitch and everything, and things started sounding a lot cleaner. I started having this explosive growth, this very rapid growth. I was gaining followers rapidly, and then that's when troll groups started finding me. Is like not even like it was. I think it was only I was only streaming on TikTok for maybe like 1 to 3 months, and then a bunch of troll groups found me. It was maybe only like a month of streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and they found me. It didn't take very long for them to find me. They found me very quickly. And I'm sure it's because of the algorithm recommending me to everywhere, because I was beginning to have this rapid growth when I clean things up and refine things. I also refined my streaming setup because my streaming setup used to be a lot more cluttered and chaotic. Those full height pictures of my character, I used to show those all the time. I used to have a slideshow showing those pictures all the time. And I used to have a background with fart sounds. A couple years ago, I had a background with fart sounds in Oregon. Uh, I have these very old streams are on my channel, but you have to like go really far back to find it. You have to like really scroll down far to find it. But when I took that out and started refining myself for TikTok, because TikTok Studio has very, very specific rigid requirements, it actually helped me polish my brand. TikTok Studio helped me polish my brand and help me clean up my aesthetic and my setup. TikTok Studio actually um helped me like it helped me become a better live streamer because I was forced to clean up my setup. I was forced to like clean things up, make things a little better, and that's when I started streaming with a dungeon background. It was actually because of TikTok Studio that I switched to a dungeon background and I started cleaning things up. Okay, I got through my entire streaming story now, so uh, okay, I'm going to revert my setup to the way things were. I'm gonna turn off my desktop audio. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the character here. I was giving a monologue about my timeline with streaming because I had a guest up and um I had a guest up and we were talking about some stuff and I was just trying to find things to talk about mainly, trying to create some conversation. Yeah, it's just so I was talking about my story with streaming and how long I've been streaming and how I got to where I'm at now with this aesthetic. But I found this aesthetic and I found my niche through thrifting and going to a retro game store in Los Angeles. That's how I found my niche in this whole aesthetic is just through thrifting. I got I mean, I've always been into thrifting. I've always been into that, but I was really focused on running old CDs from thrift store and running old games. And there was like, what really made it, for me, what really made it happen with this aesthetic was this retro gaming store in Los Angeles. Actually going there is what made this happen for me because there were so many like CDs that I could look through and I bought so many of them. And that's where I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and that's how I discovered all these old games and that's where I discovered my niche. I didn't do any kind of like in-depth marketing research. I didn't do in-depth marketing research or anything like that. I just discovered a different side of myself or discovered a hobby. I just discovered a new hobby. I didn't like sit there and like identify my target audience or anything like that or do any kind of in-depth research. But I took an advertising class when I was in college, and like one of my professors said that like the best type of like research for advertisements or the best ideas for advertising come from like just sitting there and doing nothing and just sitting there and doing nothing or just being outside observing nature. That's literally what he said. And yeah, that's what happened is I went out in the world and I touched grass and I found my niche. That's literally what happened. And I know I needed to change things up a bit with streaming anyways, because I knew with the way things were, I was like, wasn't really happy with the trajectory entirely. Hey, what's good, up? How's my how you doing? I was just giving a monologue about my whole story with streaming and my aesthetic because I had my first guest up ever, my first guest, and since I had my first guest up on live, I started talking about that, so I just wanted to finish up what I was saying. That's why I was still talking about it. And I record these streams too. This will be on YouTube. I think I will make this one a part of the prominent. I think this will be a prominent stream featured on my channel. This is a unique stream because I had my first guest. This is a special stream now, so I will make this a prominent part of my channel now. Can you host people live on TikTok? Well, I can let people. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about joining guests up, but that person that I let up, I only let them up because someone who's my friend said they're okay. That's why, because they were vetted. I only let people on who are vetted. I don't let like random people on. I only let people on who are vetted somehow. So if I get to know you, then I could let you on. I just have to like, you know, like no kind of like just don't be a stranger mainly. That's like if you join regularly and I get a good vibe from you, I don't want to let like random people on. You can host people live on TikTok. Oh, you're asking me a question. Um, yeah, on TikTok you can let people be live as guests, yes. Yeah, I just let my first guest on TikTok live. There's somebody that I have people vetted. Before I let people on, I vet them. I want to at least kind of know if they're gonna be okay. It's just Zoo Tycoon. So, I haven't done that setup involving two laptops yet. I need to test it out. So maybe I'll test it out later tonight. I got engaged with something else. I've been really busy today. So I went to the doctor 2 days in a row because I had a take-home test and I had to take it back to the doctor today. So I've been really busy. I just have Zoo Tycoon up right now because that's what I was streaming prior. But hopefully I'll have other games up soon with the whole setup I'm talking about with using multiple computers. Hopefully I'll do that soon. I just know that if a game's not full screen, there might be some pixelization. That's what I'm mainly concerned about. And I multitask a lot, especially on my host computer, which is my primary driver, my daily driver, my gaming PC that I stream from. I multitask on it a lot. Do you have one monitor? Yes, I do. Unfortunately, yes. Yes, unfortunately. Who is the UFO lizard dude? That is I think Schlitz or something like that from Microsoft Agent. Yes, I only have one monitor. Unfortunately, yes. Maybe I could look into like a multi-monitor setup. Yeah, let me see. There's a Wikipedia page for all the Microsoft agents. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the Wikipedia page for this Microsoft agent. I'm having a hard time finding it. Agentapedia.tmath.com. It should be on there. Oh, you know what? I think this one's so obscure it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. This one's very obscure. Get like giant curve monitor. Yeah, it would make things easier, you're right. The giant curve monitor, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It could make things easier, you're right. I'm a vampiric orth. I think this is some lizard named Schlitz or something like that, but I don't see yeah, I don't see any documentation for it. It's so obscure. Oh wait, I found it. Oh, I found it. Okay. I found the image of it on the internet. Okay, now I'm trying to track down some more documentation. Yeah, I am. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Tairu or something, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but that seems to refer to several different things. I'm not sure what specifically is being referred to here. Oh, okay. My character's name is actually not Schwitz. Oh, Charles Teg. That's the name of the character. Oh, wow. Okay, I found the wiki for the character. I found it. That's the lizard, the UFO lizard article, the Wikipedia for Microsoft Agent. That's it. I found it. It took a while to track this down because it's so obscure. Does true free will exist? I'd say that if you're limited by systems or you're limited by things beyond your control, then that's not true freedom if you're limited by systems or limited by um circumstance. It just I guess it just depends on the situation. I don't know. Okay, this character has a really strange history. I wasn't expecting all that. I'm just now reading the Wikipedia article. What the hell? I thought this was just a UFO lizard character. What the hell? uh, I think the Wikipedia article might be like a troll article. I'm not sure if I really entirely believe the backstory they wrote. That's crazy. Yeah, I am only doing this on one monitor. This is Zoo Tycoon. Oh man, I've been overstimulated here. Yeah, I think the troll wrote a Wikipedia entry for the character that I have on screen because I don't really believe it. I get kind of questioning that story that they all that's nuts. Yeah, I think the Wikipedia article for this character is satire. Based on what I see, I think it may be satire. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, so I have a current cosplay that's representing my character, but maybe not well. I ran out of money for making things like cosplay because I lost my job in late 2024, and I applied to a lot of jobs and I didn't get anything else back then, and I was also busy with school, but recently I've gotten sick. I know my health has been declining for a while, and I'm trying to get better now, but in this economy, it's not really viable or easy to get a job in this economy, really, so I've run out of money to do anything else, really. Hey, what's up? How's it? How you doing? Yeah, like I said before, I already have a cosplay that represents my character, but I know it's not like an accurate representation of my character, but it represents my character. It just may not be an accurate representation. Yeah, so I was working my job for I was with that company for like 10 years and they laid me off. Yeah, thanks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. So I went to the doctor twice in the last 2 days. It was to drop off a take home test. I had to pick up the test and then I had to drop it off. Last time, I did the test partially, when I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago, but, I didn't do the test entirely correctly, so I had to, address this remaining part of the test that didn't get addressed before. Hey, what's good, sir? How's it been? How you doing? Yeah, about stilts, I don't know if I would really, be able to walk that well on just regular, like, the really thin stilts, but, like, they would have to be, like, very supportive stilts, but the logistical complexity of getting that to a convention is very complicated. You either have to go there and park really early in the morning, like at 6 a.m., or you're going to have to get a hotel, or you're going to have to live nearby. I mean, people usually have a team, which is the complex cosplays, because I've seen it. The cosplays that are really good, like Marvel, Spider-Man, Rhino, that guy had a whole team. It was like a whole production team. A lot of times those people have a whole entire team. I only have one other person. I only have my friend, you know? And if I didn't have my friend, it would just be myself. Hey, straight speaking into a rotating roof. I've been streaming for about an hour. Yeah, I'm my first guest on live today. I let people in as they're vetted. I have to vet people quite thoroughly to let them in. So it was somebody that was okay to let in. So I won't let just any random people in. Uh but I went to the doctor twice in a row to pick up a take home test and to drop it off, and today was the last day of running the errand. I'll have to look into those type of stills. How do you get old games play on Jumpstart? Windows XP Virtual Machine. Yeah, Jumpstart may work on a Windows XP Virtual Machine. Oracle Virtual Machine Windows XP. It's not too bad as far as a virtual machine setup. It's not too bad. It's on the entry level side of virtual machines because I tried doing a Windows 98 or Windows 95 on Oracle and it will always like give me errors. There's some reliable videos for Windows XP virtual machine setup on Oracle. It's not too bad as far as virtual machine setups. It's not too bad. Yeah, your favorite show's on. Uh, yeah, learning company. Yeah, I think they may have been headquartered in Los Angeles because I did some research about where they were located or something. I just stumbled upon it. Did you do anything for Easter to celebrate? Yes, I did a live stream that was like a rave or dancing. I did like a rave or like dancing or something like that. Hey, what's good, stuff? How's it going? How you doing? Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? No, I don't think. Yeah, no, I haven't yet. Should I do that on one of my gaming streams? Yeah, I know. Yeah, uh, yeah, I don't have those. I haven't been able to get those running right now. First Age of Empires, but I'd like to do that. Oh, thank you. No, I haven't heard of that one. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Okay. It's good. I just leave it running in the background, so I'm not really interacting with it much. I just kind of let it run. I let the simulation run in the background while I talk and multitask on my computer. That's what I usually do during the weekday. But during the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, I do more interactive gaming streams. I've gotten the pop-up, your zoo is falling apart several times. The pop-up that indicates my zoo is popping. I mean, the pop-up that indicates my zoo is falling apart. I got that several times. This pop-up. Yeah, because I'm not speaking. Oh, that's right. I have wins, usually, that I have up here. But I took it off because I had a guest on that someone I know vetted them for me. A friend vetted them, so I let somebody on. That's why I had no sound on. Hey, what's up, husband? How you doing? Oh yeah, everybody, thank you for the gifts. Zoo Tycoon. nice. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry. I'm probably gonna have to take a break soon because I'm starting to get hungry. channel on YouTube, but this one will be because I had a guest on, and that was first guest, so this one stands out. This one was more significant, so, and I was talking about my story with live streaming, so I will go ahead and feature this one.